The fucking trade between the Sixers and the Clippers, we're about 2 weeks into it, 5 games into both eras, man. They've been on two different sides of the spectrum. The Sixers are 8-1, number one in the Eastern Conference right now. I mean, I said a couple weeks ago that I felt like they were going to be on trade alert with Joel Embiid. I might have talked too early. Granted, still early in the fucking season, a lot of shit can happen. But they're 8-1 right now. They are 5-0 since the James Harden trade. Tyrese Maxey is looking like addition by subtraction. He is averaging 28.6 points per game this season. And here's the kicker right here: 7.2 assists per game. Which is big. He's actually facilitating the offense and looking like a point guard. He had 50 points last night for the Sixers, and he dedicated his game to Kelly Oubre, who we hope gets better. He got hit by a car the couple days ago, so we hope he gets better. Tyrese Maxey dedicated game to him. Clippers on the other side, 0-5. Lost to the fucking Memphis Grizzlies last night at home without Ja Morant. They're on 5 without James Harden. And Zubac has been out with a sprained MCL. He's going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Before I kick it to y'all, I'll give my answer for this. To me, it's kind of very simple. With the Clippers, they're not looking good, but I'm not ready to press the panic button yet. And I think that Kawhi hit the nail on the head when he was asked this last night. Yes, they're not playing well. But Harden, it's going to take Harden for a while for him to get in game shape. I mean, this nigga, you know how Harden does when he's trying to get trade. The nigga gets lazy. He don't work out. He don't do shit like that. And I think you're really seeing that. But more importantly, they trained with the team all training camp, preseason, first couple of games of the season with the roster they had. A lot of the glue guys that they had with the Batum and Morris, all those other guys. Now they're moving to different positions now. Russ had finally gotten to his position. Now that you got Harden there, he's got to adjust. And then Zubac is a major loss that I don't feel like enough people are talking about. So I do feel like they'll be fine. I don't know if they'll reach contender status. It's kind of hard to say that with the Clippers now, but I'm not really too much panicking on this. We're still in November. Like Bang always said, this season doesn't even matter until Christmas. I think they'll get it back together. They also started 0-5 last year when they got Russell Westbrook. So I think once they start to get their guys healthy and guys start to know their roles and James Harden gets in more game shape, I think they'll be fine, at least as far as playoff race is concerning. We don't know what they'll look like from the playoffs. With the Sixers, man, Tyrese Maxey is looking like the savior that they needed. This kid is hooping. He's been scoring the ball, picking up the offensive slack that James Harden has left, and he's been facilitating. Him and Joel Embiid just look good. Just all together, that defense has been playing good. And it looks like the team has been better with it. Nicholas Batum, he's come in. He's really just added another punch. Before Kelly Oubre got hurt, he was hooping. So I really like what they're doing. And it kind of feels like, yeah, we don't have James Harden anymore, but that I feel like that cancer that was in the locker room that we see in every locker room that James Harden has been in since he left Houston, it's kind of been addition by subtraction, and I really like what they're seeing. And I think the Sixers, while I don't feel like they'll finish with the number 1 seed, I do eventually think the Bucks will get their shit together, and I do think the Celtics will find some consistency. But I really like what I've been seeing with the Sixers. I'm gonna go to you first, Dante. What do you think about number 1, the Clippers, how they've been playing, and just really this whole situation for both teams so far?
I mean, I haven't been a James Harden guy for a while. I used to shoot him a lot of bail, but now it's to the point where you come in with all this I am a system shit, and then the team goes 0-5. You got guys like Bones Highland who were playing really well, and they just get completely removed from the lineup for the sake of James Harden. So you don't like to see that, but I mean, that's when you trade for a certain name, bro, gonna get his playing time. So you knew they were gonna try to force that issue and get that in there. So I'm not worried. Obviously, it's way too early. Sometimes we treat the NBA like the NFL, and it's like teams lose 5 games and they're like, "Oh shit, the season's over." In reality, that really don't mean shit. So I'm not ready to panic at all. But with Philadelphia, it was addition by subtraction. You got rid of, once again, you saw the same thing happen in Brooklyn last year. You get rid of the people that don't want to be there, and the team suddenly start playing better. And so with them, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden with his statement, I am a system, is kind of, give and take with that, because yeah, he is a system, but he takes up a lot of shots from other players who can still contribute to the team. But with him always dribbling the shit out of the basketball, and doing isolation. That's, you don't get to see that. And so with Maxey, you see him flourishing. You see Embiid still being Embiid. And I think Philadelphia is going to just keep going and getting better. And you also, have put yourself in a position to add another player down the line if you want to. So I think not panicking on the Clippers, not ready to press the panic button at all. But if I'm Philadelphia, I'm loving what I did.
Bang, what you thinking on that?
Hey man, I think this was like 5 years ago. I made a video. In that video, I said that James Harden was the worst superstar in the NBA. This was like the year after he won MVP, or before he won MVP. I said he's the worst superstar in the NBA, and he's still the worst superstar in the NBA. I don't even know if at this point we could call James Harden a superstar. This is NBA 2K, NBA Live at its finest. GMing. And if I'm Daryl Morley, I'm laughing at this point because it is addition by subtraction. But here's the other thing that people don't necessarily talk about. Talk about how close Daryl Morley and James Harden was. So if they was that damn close, y'all don't think that Daryl Morley knew, like, hey, if you want to go, somebody getting finessed, and we gonna get somebody. He gonna try to get it in his way, but he got it another way. He got it in the late first round pick, in a couple of years when ain't none of them niggas gonna be on the Clippers, and they gonna be huff as hell, probably looking like the Clippers of old, the Gary Grant, Pooh Richardson,
Holy shit.
Michael Cage, Lloyd Vault, Charles Smith, Danny Manning.
Oh my God, these names.
Oh, God damn
Pooh
it.
Richardson.
Eric Piakowski, Brent Barry,
Q
Clippers,
Rich.
yeah, nigga. Nigga, not even Q Rich, because them niggas was at least exciting, nigga. I named you them Clippers that you got all they basketball cards when them niggas was huff. I'm talking about the year.
Them niggas tickets was selling the Jack in the Box.
Dead ass, goddammit. Like, yo, he knew it. And James Harden, man, like, if it's ever somebody that made so much money off of their name in NBA history, it's that nigga. It's that nigga. Like, James Harden is making money because his name is James Harden, and somebody always believed that he got some more in the tank. Nah, fam, it's a wrap, and he got that team looking bad. And I know Russ probably is playing it cool because he don't want to get kicked out of the league and shit. But that video when James Harden came into the locker room and he was like, "Yo, yeah, that was for real." Russ really like putting the line like, "Look, you about to come fuck some shit up for me again, fam. You stay your ass over there before I beat your ass, cuz." Like, now
I thought that was just friends being reacquainted, but you might be onto something.
Nah, I thought so too. But they was cooking with Russ.
Yeah.
Russ was kind of looking like the Russ of old. Now,
he got share with this nigga. I don't know. What you think about Philly though? Let's go to Philly before we go on to the next one.
Now, Philly, addition by subtraction. We've been waiting for Tyrese Maxey to blow up. Basically, we've been waiting for him to get his shine, and he got his shine. Got 50, dedicated to the homie who got hit by a car. Shouts out to Kelly Oubre, who probably didn't even want to be in Philly. He wanted to be somewhere else, even though he ain't mad at it. Yeah, he was like, "Yo, I came out here and I got hit by a car. What the fuck, fam? Like, can't even get it."
I'm not trying to be funny, but I really want to know how big was this car? Because that nigga's like 6'7", and they said they hit that nigga in the chest. This nigga get hit by a truck. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm legit wondering.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is this, man. We almost rode out Philly.
And we almost did.
Not only might it be good addition by subtraction, they could go out and get somebody else.
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line,